crack on with the show. Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, and I've just destroyed my pair of gloves. See, already destroyed. So it's New Year, and if you're seeing that camera, then you can see how ridiculous I feel. I've got a head cam mount because, you know, I've got other cameras and I thought I might as well make use of them, haven't I? So, you know, and hopefully the audio is nice and clear for you because you're going through that. I've done it again. Oh well. Yeah, you're going through the Pell microphone at the moment. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a relaxed video. I'm not gonna. It might be a little bit long as well, but you know, you don't have to watch it if you don't want. I'm not forcing you. I'm not YouTube. Yes, so we've got a couple of things I want to talk about, and obviously I need to strip this down because I need the wood off the frames. Some of the leather I'm going to be keeping as well because it's not too bad condition. Yes, I have a deep and dark secret. I like doing things with fabric. Right, so yeah, I need to sort all this out because it's cluttering my shed. Oh, and by the way, if you didn't already know, the lawnmower I told you about is down there. The engine's underneath it, like, so yeah. This is my shed. Welcome to my shed, everybody, because my shed is tiny. You know, when you compare it to some of the Americans and the big garages and the big sheds. No, this is tiny. I could only just fit my motorbike in it, so yeah, kind of gives you a good idea of how small it is. Now I have a heater. Which is good. Which is actually quite wet at the moment, and I know why. But okay. Yeah. I was just thinking to myself then, why have I got a load of nuts and bolts in that? That's when I was stripping the chair down the other day. Because believe it or not, I have already stripped that down mostly. Yeah. That'll do. Butane. I'm going to show you my shed in detail in a minute because my shed's awesome. Well, it's not, but it's quite cold in here. That's why I've got a heater. But lock it down, Dumbo. Woo! I'm burning. Right, so I printed this off the other day. Don't know if you're going to be seeing it, so I'm going to use the other camera. So just bear with me a second. But this bit handle, and it was a good reason as to why I actually printed that off. Excuse me. I like to keep the heat in the shed, and as you can probably tell, the shed kind of leaks like a sieve, so I do my best to keep some of the heat in. So I printed that handle off, right, in order to hold it so I can lock it. Although, like I said, this shed leaks like a sieve. The door for some reason is a bit on the side. Ooh, it's boiling water. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to crack on. Now, I've got a couple of topics, like I've said already, that I do want to talk about. One being YouTube, because it's YouTube. And I'm not going to say for me it was a source of income. It was, but I can't touch that income. And you're probably thinking to yourself, what the hell is he jabbering on about? For us small independent YouTubers, don't have you know, I say independent because we don't have like a creation team or anything like that, which the people who are just starting out or just doing small videos like me, who are not really bored by getting big anymore. For us it's kind of a kick in the nuts because we struggle the most. Now I know why this has happened, and I'm actually giving YouTube praise, which I never thought I'd do in my life. But yeah, I'm giving YouTube praise because what they've done will eventually help the little guy out. I say eventually, please don't quote me saying today, because at the moment in time everyone's getting kicked up the ass. Now, what was happening was very simple. There was scammers out there because the partner program on YouTube was so easy to get onto. There were scammers that were basically, what they were doing is something in that show, that's not good. Yeah, what they were doing basically is they were using bots to create a channel, copy somebody else's videos, monetize them and get the income straight away, and then vanish. And that's what they were doing, which was kind of annoying, because for the little guys like me, or you guys, and whoever wants to start a new channel, it was quite enticing to be able to say, yeah, I can monetize my videos and get a little bit of money out of this. But no, you can't, because they've spoiled it for everybody, and new rules have come into place, which consist of, because I did read the email the other day, because I got a nice little email from YouTube. They consist of, what do they consist of now? Oh yeah, that's it. You've got to have 4,000 hours per calendar month of view time. I know it sounds weird, doesn't it? 4,000 hours. Well, think about it logically. You're not going to get 4,000 hours when you start out. No chance. Now, I've been a partner on YouTube for a very long time, so it's kind of a bit of a shock to me, because, well, yeah, I kind of, you know, I don't get me wrong, I never thought YouTube would make me rich, and it'll never will this moment in time. I mean, even when I had the ability to monetize my videos, and I did monetize them, and it wasn't just for me, it was for YouTube as well, because obviously when that gets posted onto a video, YouTube get paid, they get some money out of it. So it was just helping them out mainly. That's the only reason I did it. Don't get me wrong, I've made about 30, maybe less than that, about 30 quid, maybe less, which sounds like a lot of money, but you got to understand, I've made that 30 quid over about 4 years. That's not just on this channel, that's on my other channel as well, that I've changed numerous times. And you can't actually take that money out until it reaches, I think it's £60, and then you can withdraw it. So at this moment in time, I've got funds that are just sat there and I can't use. That's the story of my life, believe me. So YouTube have basically turned down the partner program, which is fine, it's fair enough. Like I say, I completely understand it. My gas is running out, but oh well. I completely understand it, because it's going to make it easier in the long run for the little guy. My heater's just gone out. See, there's not enough space. I'm going to chuck some of this out in a minute. Not enough space at all. Yeah, so in the long run, it'll make it better for the little guy, because the little guy will be able to actually, you know, get a decent rep out of it, because it means through this, the little guy is not having his channel buried under a load of shite. And you can, I don't know if you can do it now because I haven't really checked, but you could in the past. You could go on and have a look for yourself and see exactly what I mean. But no matter how good your content was, your content could have been the best of the best of the best. Your little guy, when you're starting out, it becomes a problem, because your videos would get buried on the YouTube search unless you put actually the whole complete title, letter for letter, bang on, caps and all. It'd be really difficult to find your video. Same as if you typed in your username, it'd have to be absolutely bang on, and even then you might not find yourself because you're buried under the crap of everybody else. Some of them that have just stolen videos, well, a lot of them that are just stolen videos. So yeah, I think what YouTubers are doing is great. I know it sounds really disgusting, because I'm like a lot of you guys, I really don't agree with a lot of stuff YouTube's done lately. But what they've done with this, I think, is great. So it's a really good idea, and in the long run, it's going to benefit everybody else. However, it's one of those. It is in the long run. Right now, it's going to screw everyone over, including me. But like I say, I'm not really in it for the money, because I know how hard it is. Unless you're going on, you know, selling yourself out to these companies who go and buy this crap. Yeah. Unless you're selling yourself out to that, whoa, that's like, unless you're selling yourself out to that, or you're, that I want to be stripping later. Yeah, unless you're selling yourself out, or, yeah, Patreon, that's one. I'm trying to think of it then, it's like, what the hell is that name now? Patreon. Oh, there is another one as well, but I'm not quite sure what it is, because I've never really looked into it. But there's stuff like Patreon, and this is what I mean, unless you're selling yourself out to that lot, or begging for money, you're not going to make anything when you start out. I mean, realistically, you're not going to make anything until you've hit a good few 100,000 people. Actually, not just subscribe to you, but watching your videos, because subscriptions mean jack. Yeah, it gets you up on the list, which is a good thing, but subscriptions is not where the money is on YouTube. I just knocked the camera, so if you bounce, I'm sorry. The money on YouTube is the amount of people who've clicked on that ad, unfortunately, or seen that ad for the full length duration. And yeah, so that's enough about YouTube, because I'm babbling on. I'm losing myself because I'm doing other stuff. I'm good at doing that. Now, another thing I want to talk about, because I told you this one's going to be a really long video. I mean, right, 11 minutes in now, and we haven't even got to the stripping down things yet. So I'm in no rush. And if you're watching this video, I'm guessing you've got nowhere to go. So, you know, ooh, that's heavier than it looks. There's two other things I want to talk about, so bear with me. You know, when you look at something, you just don't know how the hell they've done it. Yeah, this is this all over. So, I'm guessing there's something under there. There's got to be some sort of screws under here. No, it's leather. So, yeah, no, probably. I don't fucking know. We'll find out. We'll find out, guys. Don't we, mate? So, first of all, two things relating to driving. I nearly got my BMW smashed into today, which I'm not in the happiest terms with my BMW at the moment anyway, but I still wouldn't want somebody to smash into the side of it. That's because I'm having problems with the battery and the electrical system. Just, yeah, whatever. Somebody nearly smashed into the side of me as I was pulling out my drive. I mean, come on. I can't see why I'm going when I'm pulling out a drive, because I've got my next door neighbours blocking my view. I can't see what's coming, so I've got to edge out slowly, which is fine. I don't bother about that. But you expect other people on the road who are using the road to pay bloody attention. You know what I mean? There was this one guy today, and paying attention just wasn't in his vocabulary. I can't even say that word, so yeah. It just wasn't there. He was not paying attention at all. In fact, I watched what he was doing. That's what annoyed me most. Right? When you're driving along, guys, hi. You should be paying attention to there, your mirrors, and what's on your blind spots if you're making a move. But if you're going forward, usually it's centre mirror, these mirrors occasionally, and what's ahead. Yeah, no. This guy, driving along like this, looking down at his centre console. He had to slam on and he nearly smashed into the side of my car because he wasn't paying attention, which would have made him not a very happy man, because his insurance would have gone through the roof. So that's beside the point. So yeah, guys, please pay attention when you're driving on the road. You know, I don't want anybody on my channel being in a crash, and it's really not worth it. Getting into a crash because you weren't paying attention, it's one of them, you'll never live it down. I know, because I've done it. Okay, I'll tell you about it. I wasn't gonna, but well, I was one of many exes. I was driving to her house at the time. I wasn't in the best of moods. Driving along. Ooh, there's staples. Not good. So I was driving along, and I was in an automatic car at the moment, at the present time, and I wasn't really used to automatics because they're a bit weird, especially the old ones, because when they're cold, if you don't hold the brake, they have a tendency to pull themselves forwards. I've got an app that's just closed on me. Oh, this was not this. So yeah, so they have a tendency like pulling forwards, and I didn't realise that, and it started pulling forward on me, and I smashed into the back of a car. Not my finest moment, I'll agree with that. Definitely not my finest moment. This glove is completely annihilated. Me on rubber gloves, I swear I don't get along. Yeah, so I smashed into the back of her. I weren't exactly happy. My car was wrecked. Her car was fine though. But that's usually the case anyway, so. But yeah, pay attention while you're going down the road. I know being young, dumb and stupid seems fun at the time, but it only takes one wrong move and you're in an accident and then it's not fun. So just think before you make a move, because your life and other people's lives is not worth stupidity. Believe me. I'm also thinking to myself, is would even worth it? Because another thing I want to talk about road-wise is cyclists. I don't like cyclists. It's not because I don't like cyclists. I do and I don't, but not in that sort of sense. If you want to make the world a safer place, ride a push bike, go for it. It's not my say that shall stop you. But if you're gonna do it, at least do it to some sort of safety. And I know there's a lot of you there who ride bikes and you're like, well, I'm safe. No, you're not. Riding a motorcycle is safe. Shall I tell you why? You've done a CBT or you've done your full bike licence, right? Your vehicle is MOT'd once a year, yeah? You pay insurance, you have lights that work, you have indicators that work, yeah? And you know what you're doing, right? A lot of cyclists are not safe, surely because they never wear a helmet, they don't have lights on the bike, they don't have reflectors on the bike, they don't have indicators or brake lights, they don't have insurance, they don't pay tax, right? They don't have an MOT once a year. Yeah, and they don't even do a test. They just get on a push bike and ride on the road. And then when they smash into you, it's your fault. And that really winds me up. And this is not put together how I thought it was. And it went, ow! Sorry, I think you went for a bit of a ride then. About there, I think. Don't call me on that. So yeah, cyclists really do get on my nerves, and it's not because I don't like cyclists. Hell, if you want to be a hippie and you want to save the planet, go for it. I mean, it's not going to affect you, is it? I mean, let's be serious, right? The planet's going to decay and eventually get absorbed by the sun anyway, so crack on. If you want to save the planet, go for it. I'll tell you now, you ain't saving fuck all. But yeah, cyclists do get on my nerves, surely because, as I said, they don't pay attention. And they don't have insurance. If they smash into you, right, don't matter how it is, don't matter if you've got a dash cam or not, if that cyclist smashes into the car, right, it's the driver's fault. It's sort of like if you're driving along, right, and you rear-end somebody, it's your fault. No questions asked. No, what were you doing up to this point? It's your fault, regardless. Nobody cares if they have brake lights or not. But cyclists just get away with murder. And that's what I don't like about it. And I am not going to save this frame because it's fucking shit. It's not because I can't bother taking it apart, it's just because I just can't bother taking it apart. If I'm honest. I'll take that leather to bits because I want that leather. I've got some wood, and I've got some wood outside. The wood, if you want to know what the wood's for, basically I'll show you. Because it'll be easier just showing you than telling you. So yes, we've all gathered that I don't like cyclists. So that's a good thing. And guess what? Cyclists don't like me neither. Because I get quite impatient behind them. And if I get impatient, it means everybody else behind me getting impatient. Which is never a good sign. Never a good sign. I'm just going to dump this at the back of my shed and go to the tip. Along with everything else, because there's a load of stuff around here now, springs and stuff. I need to go to the tip. Because this wood is worthless. The leather is not cracking either. That's the tip pile, it gets sorted out every now and then. Right, now, some of that leather's savable, so I'm actually going to strip that down. I'm going to cut this leather into chunks because I don't plan on actually using it to make a coat or anything. Just, you know, the odd little things, the odd little bits and bats that I make eventually. That's what it's for, basically. Now there's a zip here, so is this going to make my life easy? Ha! Oh, maybe it is. That might be good. Ooh, is a pillow. Oh. And there's another zip. More zips. I like zips. Because zips make my life really easy. Ah, speaking of easy. Well, I say easy. It's kind of a slow process, as you've probably gathered, which is why I'm like stripping this down. If you don't know what I'm on about, well, you haven't been paying much attention to my previous videos. My ADI, basically. It's a really slow process because not because it's taking a while to do the test. Oh no. It's just taking a while waiting on every other bloody fucking to get stuff done. It's like, for example, because I like my examples, I was waiting over 2 months for... Is that another zip? It is. Another zip. I was waiting over 2 months for my DBS checks to come through. Now, granted, it was an advanced DBS check, which always takes a long time anyway. But I had to wait all that time for that to come through. Then I had to wait for my PRN number to come through. And yes, it's come through. I'm like over the moon. I'm bouncing. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go and book my theory test. No. They sent the letter out, but it's not on the system yet. It's like, why send the letter out if it's not on the system? Send the letter out when it's on the system. And then you're not waiting around, because it's even worse waiting around, not knowing what when you're gonna be able to do things, than knowing when you're gonna be able to do things. That makes sense. Something just said maximum. I don't know what the hell it was. So that's that. And I'm gonna cut this apart because I want the patches out of it. So yeah, I'm just waiting around, and it's a case of head meet wall. It's just doing my absolute nutting. I really want to do my ADI. I really want to be able to teach people to drive. I need to teach people to drive because some of the atrocities I've seen on that road is not good. But, excuse me, I'm just not being able to do it because of other people, other companies at this moment in time. And it's doing me head in. I'm not impatient. Well, I am at times, but I'm not impatient on this. It's just, I feel like I'm being taken from the mud because at the end of the day, this is my life that they're messing around with. Because they're taking their time, it means I'm stuck in limbo, sort of thing. My life, where I want to be able to crack on with things. I've already paid for my course. I want to be able to crack on with things in life, you know, just instead of sitting around waiting. But alas, that's what I'm doing. Waiting for other people. You know, all this morning I've been doing, because I like morning, as you've probably noticed. All this morning I've been doing, I've not asked you guys, how are you? Are you okay? I know only a handful of people will ever say anything in the comments anymore, but that's probably because I don't actually appear on most people's channel anymore. You know, the subscription feed. Because YouTube are nasty. If you don't do something for X amount of time, then they sting you for it. Ooh, bleed. And you don't appear in people's channels. Subscription feed. See, most people would complain about that and go get a plaster, but yeah, I do it every day. Every day I attempt to do anything when it comes to hammers, screwdrivers, pliers, knives. I'll cut myself, I always do. Oh, don't worry about me. If I pass out on the floor and this video never makes it online, then you know I'm dead. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing okay anyway, because I know like a lot of you don't see the video or you can't be asked commenting. That's fair, I understand that. It's been a long time since I've done any videos, and obviously I don't do motovlogging anymore, which was a big part of why you watched me in the first place. But as I've said time and time again, for me it's one of them, whatever. You know, you get told something in life and either you follow the advice or you don't. And 3 times it got me that way. I've been in that position, I had to have an operation, and this time I've just, you know what, whatever, I'll take your advice. I'm not going to drive trucks no more, I'm not going to ride motorbikes anymore. I'll just listen to you, because there's only so many times you can go through that procedure, and it's like, yeah. Because it's not just, it doesn't just take a toll on you with the whole pain side of it. It takes the toll on you with the whole mental side of it, because you get to a point where you're scared to do anything. I mean, for Christ's sakes, the 3rd time my back went was on a medicine ball trying to do physiotherapy. That's a good thing, by the way. I've stopped physiotherapy, and not from me. The physiotherapist, she's decided that I'm doing well enough now that I don't need my physiotherapy, which is fair enough. She's basically turned around and said, if anything goes wrong, then I can always, I can ring back up and we'll have another session or whatnot, or a few sessions. But at this present moment in time, my back's good enough and strong enough that I don't have to do it again for a while at all. So I was like, because physiotherapy was just one of those, I didn't like doing it. Nobody likes doing physiotherapy. It's quite a painful and long experience. It's only 20 minutes long, but it feels a lot longer than that, believe me. And it's not, it's kind of changed, because physiotherapy is not what it used to be. And like I said about this video earlier, you don't want to watch it, don't want to watch it. It's fair enough. Long video, I know, but no, physiotherapy is not like it used to be, especially not in the small doctors side of things, because at one point, if you went for an operation that was severe, which a spine operation is, you'd do physiotherapy, but it weren't like what I did. You'd be on treadmills, you'd be on walking machines and stuff like that, just to get you actually moving in life. But they don't do that anymore. They've kind of stepped away from it. That gas canister's got too cold again. So, yep. Yeah, it's not like it used to be, because now it's just a case of how quick can they get you out that door. Which is nice, because no one likes being in the hospital, and if you do, you're weird. But it's nice in that sense, but it's kind of annoying because you're not going out anywhere near 100%. And the whole point of the hospital is to make you better, to get you to a point where, you know, being in civilization isn't so much pain to you. You can do things for yourself. I am babbling here now. Yay! That's that. I'm going to bin. So yeah, physiotherapy has changed, but it's kind of, in a way it's a good thing, and in a way it's not. That's basically what I'm getting at here. Some good points, some not so good points, but I'm not bothered anymore, because I don't have to do it, and I hope to keep myself that way, because like I told you, I don't like physiotherapy. Physiotherapy is awful. It's like, the only thing I can say that would probably be worse than physiotherapy is that one where they stick pins in you. Chiropractors? I don't know what it is. That Chinese thing. Not that I've ever had it, and not that I ever will, because I don't do well with needles. I mean, if it's me stabbing myself with a needle, it's not too bad, but, well, I won't go down that line. You really don't want to know where it was stabbed and why it was stabbed there. But yeah, I'd nearly passed out with that one. Use your imagination. Not too much. I'm just gonna be like, really? Somebody watched this much of my video? Crazy people. I honestly do think I need a new blade. I want, if you're a bit confused as what I want this piece here this whole section minus the zip, this piece here, and possibly these pieces. I just want them separate, kind of like this one here. I know what I'm going to make, that's the problem. I know I don't need this much leather, but hell, it's there, so I'm going to make myself a green wallet. Yeah. No, I'm not going to show you how to make them, because I don't do it the conventional way. I do it the way you really shouldn't do it, you know. I've got a very basic sewing machine, but it's not basic, it's old, which means it's basic. But yeah, you don't really use sewing machines on leather. I do. Usually you'd use a punch. When you're doing leather work, you'd use what they call a punch, which is basically a punch. It's like, you've probably picked one up in somebody's toolbox before and just thought to yourself, what the hell's this? It looks like a fork, and it can have anything from 1 to like 12 prongs on it, like square prongs, and it'll have sort of like a chisel on the top. And all you do is you lay it on the leather and you smack it, and it puts holes in the leather all the way around, and then you use some really thick thread and a big needle that's rather dull, and you thread it that way. You thread it together that way, so the holes are pre-made, sort of like when you're drilling stuff. It's pre-made holes. Don't know why, but it's been done like that for years, so why change things now? I don't want these pieces, but I'm just making it a little bit easier because I need to be able to lay this out flat so I can go around it where I need to go around it. And I really do think I need to change this blade, or at least turn it over, because it's yes. If you've never seen my toolbox, that's my toolbox. I don't know if that's pointing that way, but it was actually reverse colour wise. At one point it was red all over with silver accents, but I've had it years. It's not like it's a new toolbox. I've had that since I was about 16. I'm now going on 27. I've had it over 10 years, and it was cheap, like really cheap. Argos cheap. I've got hiccups. That's gone past its prime. I can go in the bin. Yeah, it was Argos cheap because I bought it from Argos. Yeah, no, that saved me well though. I mean, I actually had the other one. I had the smaller one originally. That sits in the shed down at the bottom, or one of the sheds that's down at the bottom. We have a lot of sheds because there's not much space, so everything gets just put in a shed, and then the shed gets filled up, so we get another shed. So we've got 3 sheds in total. We've got one just for garden, we've got my shed, and then we've got the other shed that just anything gets dumped into. All watched by CCTV, because we don't exactly live in the safest area in the world. Saying that, some of you guys live in places like New York, so I feel sorry for you guys. Lock your doors, lock your windows, bar everything up. I'm saying that, I've never actually been out of the UK, so I don't know what it's like in them countries. You can tell me in the comments if you've really got this far, because to be fair, there's not much left on this phone video wise that I can capture. There's about 10 minutes if that. And if that's the case, then fair dues. And like I say, long video, but I'm just not, I can't be bothered going down the whole cutting it up route, because you don't get enough from me these days, and I know that. But it's like, what would you rather see? Would you rather see a long video like this? Would you rather see really short videos where I just do nothing but rant? And yes, I have listened to the 2 comments, and I will be doing like the lawnmower things, but it's like, not lawnmower, but it's kind of, at the moment it's a case of meh. I've got a few pieces to buy for it. I know, you're facing right now. So I've got a cable, that controls the drive chain, the actual pull along system, the drive system. I need to get that. I need to get a new adjuster for the front wheels because one of them snapped. I need to get oil for the engine and a service kit for it. New plug, new filter. I need to get a new carburetor. But it costs money, and at this moment in time I'm very, very picky of what I'm spending my money on, surely because I need that money. The money I have, and don't get me wrong, it's not loads, but it's enough. The money I've got right now is sheerly just to pay for my tests. Whatever's left, cool. I say my tests, and if things go on long enough, then probably my insurance, because, yeah. But I don't want to be touching that money right now. Because believe me, I've got a lot more that I want to do other than just that. No, especially like over on my 3D printing channel, which really isn't a 3D printing channel. Well, it is, but it isn't. It's a whatever I can be bothered doing at the time channel. Kind of like this one. So yeah, over on that one, I'm going to be doing my new printer because I want to do it. Basically, it's not my printer. I ain't designed it. The guy is known as Tech2C on YouTube, and he designed it. It's a he calls it the Hypercube, but I call mine the Hypercuboid because it's not a cube. It's actually bigger in quite a few number of ways. His is rather small, which is all well and good, but I've always been one for go big or go home. So I know what size I can fit on my desk, so I'm going to within a couple of millimeters shorter than the size I can fit on my desk. Because why not, eh? Oh, and I think my TV might be on its way out. I think my cat might have nutted it when it was messing about this morning, because it's just like it's not like dead pixels, it's just like a dead backlight sort of thing, because in a couple of spots there's just like dark spots. Not that it bothers me much. Well, it does, but I can't let it because, you know, no money. I can't spend the money. And there we go, that's another piece of leather, and it is leather, it's not the fake stuff, because that is the reverse of the hide. Good stuff, good stuff. And now I'll do this top section, and I think, you know what, that'll be it. I'll just dump the rest. I don't really need that much leather. It's just nice to have, because leather itself is really expensive to buy, and even the faux stuff, you know, the fake stuff, even that costs a hell of a lot of money to buy. It's like I bought some the other day, over month, for my girlfriend's mum, and it came to like £17 odd for a couple of meters. Not that I used a couple of meters, but it was nice to have it just in case. And hell, I made a hell of a hash job on that. I did the job how I wanted to do the job, right? The trouble is I'm not an upholsterer. I don't make things such as chairs, I just patch things. And making the templates and stuff was rather difficult. Not that I can't make templates, because I can make templates. It's the whole sewing it with the machine in tight radiuses, tight corners. I can't do it. I can if I had a better machine, but my machine's from like 1950s, so it's not exactly modern. It was one of the few things with me when I went to school I actually enjoyed. Not high school, I mean. I enjoyed textiles, because I was the only one in the class that could do it. I enjoyed art. I enjoyed metalwork and woodwork. I enjoyed science. Although it kind of wound me up because a lot of it I already knew. I know that sounds a bit egotistic, but I did actually know a lot of it already before I came to the school, because I wasn't exactly the most settled child in primary school, and the only subjects I really listened to there was science. I used to run away from it a lot. I used to run away from the school a lot, but that was to do with bullying at school. I was getting bullied a lot, so I used to just run away from problems. Now I'll tell you to do one, but back then I just used to run away, because it seemed at the time like the only thing to do. But because of that, I ended up doing a lot in the science sort of side of things, because it was only one of the only subjects I could do when I was in primary school and I cared about. And there we go, that's another piece of leather. There's 3 pieces of hide. That can go and get binned. Actually, I'm going to do 4 pieces of hide one. I've got 2 pieces of plywood. I've got 2 slabs over there, which I don't know what the hell I'm ever going to do with that, but whatever. I've got them leather, and I've got a few pieces of wood there. And I am not doing anything with this because it's just, ew, I don't want to really touch it. I don't mind doing anything with it. It's not my sofa. It was dumped. Sugar. I wanted that. I want that closed form. Don't ask why, but I want the closed form because it's closed form. Apart from it being cushy, it's quite useful. Like leather, it's useful for textiles. So yes, what was I actually saying? Because I forgot what I'm saying now. Oh well. You know, one thing I really want to do in this shed. I really do want to do this. I wonder where that went. I'd love to seal it. That makes sense. It does make sense to me. I hope it makes sense to you. But I'd love to seal it. I mean, it's leaking there. It's leaking there. I'm getting water all over the floor. Anything I put in here just gets fucking drenched. It's like, what the hell? This would be an expensive shed and all. But I think I'm going to seal it at some point. Probably when I'm working and I can actually afford to do it. Because what I actually want to do in here is I want to seal the roof off. So I might need new felt. I want to seal the roof off, and I want to put them, you know, them foam pad things, like really solid foam on one side and then aluminium foil on the other. And I want to put them inside here, so it like keeps all the heat in. Which most people say, why would you want to do that? Because you know you keep petrol and stuff in here, but I just do. I don't want it to leak in here anymore. I mean, I don't have electricity in here, so I've got to work like as best I can, but it gets cold and damp in here. It's not nice. It means I end up getting ill, so that's not good. I have also thought, by the way, about putting a generator at the back end of there, so I can just plug it into the shed wall and then plug stuff into the other side, have the generator on it, and actually have some sort of electricity in here. Not that it'll do that much in the way of good, because the generators I'm looking at are the cheap ones, and cheap generators don't really put out that much wattage. To a point where I've actually seen people use them, and as soon as they fire up an angle grinder, it dies. Yes. Stay. Thank you. Yeah, you're gonna laugh at this. You see my padlock to the size of the padlock compared to the chest. Lol. I'm gonna pay for it anyway now. I'm just gonna go chill. I'm gonna stick this on YouTube. Just like over a 43-minute video, and I ain't cutting it down. I might splice certain sections, dual camera sort of thing, but I am definitely not cutting this down because, yeah, one video a month, right? Well, it is at the moment. So I reckon you guys should get as, oops, something fell off there. That's not good. I reckon you guys should get as much out of me as possible for the time that I do my videos, because I know it's not a lot. It's all loose. This is the stuff that I want to keep, and I am going to make myself a leather wallet, but it's not going to be today because I just want to relax. But yes, I shall be making one. My dog's out. Great. So you can watch as I put things away. And like I said, I do hope you're all doing well, and you know, you've had a good Christmas and a good New Year. Well, New Year's Day. I don't know about good New Year. It might be. You might be already just fed up of the year. Believe me, I've come to that conclusion a couple of times this year already. Because some of the stuff that I've seen on the news and stuff like that, it's like... and there's a lot of cringy stuff popping up on YouTube now. I mean cringy. Oh, this can go to the tip. Oh, can it? 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 Maybe not. Maybe I'm going to keep some of these pillows. Couple of reasons. First one being, I can use them for stuffing. Second reason being, I can use them to kneel on. Because believe me, sometimes when you're doing stuff on a car, my knees hurt. I came in here to declutter the shed, and I have decluttered the shed, sort of. Oh, I need to mop up, but I can't bother. Right, I think I'm going to shut down. The phone has just ended. Glad this one's still recording. I think I'm going to shut down now. And I'm going to go chill. I'm going to take off all my kit and chill, and this is iced up. Cool. There's a lot in there. And like I say, you'll be getting the audio from my lapel mic anyway, so should be decent audio, he said. He said. This shed needs a tidy up, it's a bit on the cluttered side at the moment. But just haven't had time to do so. Because I've been banging my head against brick walls all week, and all month, and all year. And it's only the start of the year. Anyway guys, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you've actually, if you have actually got to the end of this video and you've watched all that length of time and me babbling on about crap, then please leave me a message in the comments saying I did it. Yeah, I did it. Anyway guys, peace out. I shall catch you in a bit. Have fun with your lives, and I'll see you next month, because I'm not going to be doing another video this month. So yes. Toodles.